Hello there. Hi, and welcome to the Good News Sunday Show. My name is Sonia McCullough Lockridge, and I am your host. And what we are doing in this season, or what we are currently doing, we're doing something I have titled The Only Hope for a Numb Nation. And the subtitle, or an additional title, is 60 Days of Hope. And what we are doing, what that entails, is we are reading through the book of Jeremiah. We are reading through the book of Jeremiah in its entirety, out loud and online. And today we are reading chapter 25 of the book of Jeremiah. And what we are doing with our reading, each day we have a keyword. And the keyword for today is also. But if that keyword is irrelevant, then we pick another keyword, and that keyword is calamity. So, then we have a question of the day. And our question of the day for today is, are we free from punishment? Are we free, or is Judah free from punishment? Is Judah free from punishment? And so we will just begin in chapter 25 of the book of Jeremiah, and it has 38 verses, and we will read until the end. The word that came to Jeremiah concerning all the people of Judah in the 4th year of Jehoiakim, the son of Judah, the son of Josiah, king of Judah. That was the 1st year of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, which Jeremiah the prophet spoke to all the people of Judah and to all the inhabitants of Jerusalem, saying, from the 13th year of Josiah, the son of Amon, king of Judah, even to this day, these 23 years, the word of the Lord has come to me, and I have spoken to you again and again, but you have not listened. And the Lord has sent to you all his servants, the prophets, again and again, but you have not listened nor inclined your ear to hear, saying, turn now everyone from his evil way and from the evil of your deeds, and dwell on the land which the Lord has given to you and your forefathers forever and ever. And do not go after other gods to serve them and to worship them, and do not provoke me to anger with the work of your hands, and I will do you no harm. Yet you have not listened to me, declares the Lord, in order that you might provoke me to anger with the work of your hands to your own harm. Therefore, thus says the Lord of hosts, because you have not obeyed my words, behold, I will send and take all the families of the north, declares the Lord. And I will send to Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, my servant, and will bring them against this land, and against the inhabitants, and against all these nations round about. And I will utterly destroy them, and make them a horror and a hissing, and an everlasting desolation. Moreover, I will take from them the voice of joy and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride, the sound of the millstones and the light of the lamp. The whole land will be a desolation and a horror, and these nations will serve the king of Babylon 70 years. Then it will be when 70 years are completed, I will punish the king of Babylon and that nation, declares the Lord, for their inequity in the land of the Chaldeans, and I will make it an everlasting desolation. I will bring upon that land all my words which I have pronounced against it, all that is written in this book which Jeremiah has prophesied against all the nations. For many nations and great kings will make slaves of them, even them, and I will recompense them according to their deeds and according to the work of their hands. For thus the Lord, the God of Israel, says to me, take this cup of wine of wrath from my hand, and cause all the nations to whom I send you to drink it. They will drink and stagger and go mad because of the sword that I will send among them. Then I took the cup of wine from the Lord's hand and made all the nations to whom the Lord sent me drink it. Jerusalem and the cities of Judah and its kings and its princesses, to make them a ruin, a horror, a hissing, and a curse, as it is this day. Pharaoh, king of Egypt, his servants, his princesses, and all his people, and all the foreign people, all the kings of the land of Uz, all the king of the land of the Philistines, and Ashkelon, Gaza, Ekron, and the remnant of Ashdod, Edom, Moab, and the sons of Ammon, and all the kings of Tyre, and all the kings of Sidon, and the kings of the coastland, which are beyond the sea. And Dedan, Tema, Buz, and all those who cut the corners of their hair. And all the kings of Arabia, and all the kings of the foreign people who dwell in the desert, and all the kings of Zemariah, and all the kings of Elam, and all the kings of Media, and all the kings of the north near the far one another, and all the kingdoms of the earth which are upon the face of the ground, and the king of Sheshat shall drink after them. You shall say to them, thus says the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, drink, be drunk, vomit, fall, and rise no more, because of the sword which I will send among you. And it will be, if they refuse to take the cup from your hand to drink, then you will say to them, thus says the Lord of hosts, you shall surely drink. For behold, I am beginning to work calamity in the city, which is called by my name, and shall you be completely free of punishment? And shall you be completely free of punishment? You will not be free from punishment, for I am summoning a sword against all the inhabitants of the earth, declares the Lord of hosts. Therefore, you shall prophesy against them all these words, and you shall say to them, the Lord will roar from on high and utter his voice from his holy habitation. He will roar mightily against his fold. He will shout like those who tread the grapes against all the inhabitants of the earth. A clamor has come to the end of the earth, because the Lord has a controversy with the nations. He is entering into judgment with all flesh. As for the wicked, he has given them to the sword, declares the Lord. Thus says the Lord of hosts, behold, evil is going forth from nation to nation, and a great storm is being stirred up from the remotest part of the earth. Those slain by the Lord on that day will be from one end of the earth to the other. They will not be lamented, gathered, or buried. They will be like dung on the face of the ground. Wail, you shepherds, and cry, and wallow in ashes, you masters of the flocks. For the day of your slaughter and your dispersions have come, and you will fall like a choice vessel. Flight perish from the shepherds, and escape from the masters of the flock. Hear the sound of the cry of the shepherds and the wailing of the masters of the flock. For the Lord is destroying their pasture, and the peaceful foes are made silent. He has left his hiding place like the lion, for their land has become a horror because of the fierceness of the oppressing sword and because of his fierce anger. There you have it. Some 38 verses of chapter 25 of the book of Jeremiah. We have read, and we have answered the question. The text answered the question, are we free from punishment? And our key word, which we will go over today, May 6th on Instagram, our key word is calamity. Calamity. I'm going to tell you right now, calamity equals evil. Evil and calamity are one and the same. Evil and calamity are one and the same. So that is basically all I have for us today. The good news is the gospel of Jesus Christ. The good news is the gospel of Jesus Christ. But the good news is also that we still have time. We still have time to turn to the one and only Jesus for salvation and restoration. For he and he alone is our treasure trove of true and everlasting hope. This is Sonia McCullough Lockridge signing out for the Good News Sunday Show, Keyword Bible Studies, and the one and only Jesus.com. Thank you, and be blessed on this very day. Thank you.